Have you ever wondered how those great pictures happen, how those people get restaurants, how they're doing stuff all on their Instagram or social media? Well, we have the person to answer that for us, and that's Cassie Hepler with us. How are you?
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to meet you.
This is very amazing because we are starting to see more and more people become influencers.
Yes.
But we're also seeing more and more people become not very good influencers.
Yes, that's definitely, so quality is key. You definitely want to have well-lit photos, well-lit videos. Nothing's worse than a blurry photo with a lot of likes. Like, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, so let's ask, what is an influencer? Because everyone is claiming they're an influencer, but there really is actually influencers.
There is. So my background is traditional journalism, and I kind of moved into blogging because I wanted my own brand. And influencers are pretty much just normal people that have found a good niche and are kind of like authorities on things.
Yeah, and it's not being a copycat, because that's where everyone's like, oh, well, I'll take a picture of that food. Or I've had people actually take other people's pictures and post them as their own.
Cross-posting is huge, but don't do it. It's a cheap way to get likes and followers, but I mean, if you have your own unique content, that is definitely key. And you don't want to be a copycat. You want to think unique, and you want to think your own idea. And if you can't think of it, take a break, come back to it, and then you'll think of it later.
I know, I saw in your notes that was very important where you were saying take a break from social media so you can get your creative juices going.
Because if you're constantly on your phone, you're almost in a depleted mode of, like, you know, survival, where you're like, oh, I got to do the next thing. You know, you can still take photos and videos, just don't post them that week. You know, just breathe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe do some yoga, meditate, like relax. You know.
And another note you were saying that a lot of people are doing, it's where look at me, look at me, look at this behind me, look at this, look at this. And you're going, that's not an influencer. That's just a person who's just into their self.
Yes.
An influencer would show actually product, right?
Right. Well, product, but also interesting people in the community. Like, if you do a post about someone else, that's going to help uplift them, which helps uplift you as well.
Yeah, and that's important there.
It's very important.
What are some big don'ts? I know we've been talking about some here and there, but there's big don'ts on influencers, isn't there?
So I feel like the influencer bubble, there's so many, like you said, it's going to pop at some point, and I think people will eventually realize that all those selfies, endless selfies, we've seen them all, or the feeds that all look the same, it's boring. It's the same thing, you know. And if you have, like my blog, for instance, Explore with Cassie, you won't see me on that at all, except for the About page. That's it, you know. I'm always focused on other people, other businesses, other interesting people like you know, things like that. That's definitely key.
All right, and my last question to you is, well, I guess I have two of them for you. One is that, well, why do I need a website when I got Facebook and I got my Instagram page? I don't need a, you know.
So if you want to be legit, you have to cross post, because Instagram has issues all the time. I think it just had one yesterday, this week. And if you have a website, a good-looking website with a blog, by the way, not just, you know, here's my Wix page, and then you have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, you know, you can cross-post across everything. If something's down, it doesn't matter because you still have your own media.
Yeah, there it is. All right, and then the other one I have to ask you, and this is a touchy subject, a lot of people, but buying likes.
Oh, buying likes.
Really quick, tell me, buy them or not buy them?
Don't buy them. You know, we've all heard stories about certain people in the Valley who might have bought some likes. I'm not going to name any names, but you know, that was a thing in the past. People would actually push brands to do that, but now they're realizing that the engagement's not there, and they might get rid of likes anyways, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it's going to be all about quality content.
I love it. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I like that.